Welcome back to the Charles Eoghan Experience.
Thanks.
Good to see you.
You too.
It's been a long time.
What a session.
Great session.
Incredible.
Lifted some weights.
Yeah.
Let's read over. Squats, Copenhagen side planks,
Yeah.
bench press, single arm rows, Romanian deadlifts, seated press, easy bar curls, which we swapped to dumbbell curls, and then push-ups.
God damn.
All for a certain amount of reps and sets.
We don't count.
We don't count.
We don't count the weight either.
That was a good sesh.
Yeah, great.
Good weights. Good session down at Roger Gracie's there. You got punched in the face.
Yeah.
If you're listening,
No, I didn't. It was a grip break, bro.
if you're listening to, well, obviously you're listening to this podcast, but go to Owen's Instagram right now. We'll see it.
Just buy my DVD.
Yeah. But they're going to listen to this at different points in time. There is a video of Owen getting punched in the face at training for some guy trying to break his grips.
It worked.
It worked.
It worked effectively. Maybe there's a Fanatics Instructional coming out.
Punch in the face to break the grip.
By the way, like and subscribe.
Yes! Get
See?
Guys, remember, if you like the podcast, remember to like, subscribe, follow. Do it now. YouTube,
Yeah, right now.
YouTube, Spotify. You guys have done a great job.
We should just say nothing for like 15 seconds so people just have to do it.
Yeah.
It's a bit long though.
Get it done, guys. Get it done.
Okay.
How's it been going? What's been going on?
Yeah, nothing much. I went to Toulouse, see my people, the land of my people. Apparently, I have some family there as well, but I don't know who. Yeah, français, oui, oui, oui. It was decent. Had a fake Big Mac. Had a fake.
I like you went to Macca's knockoff.
Yeah, K, whatever the fuck it was called. It wasn't a Big Mac though.
Good food. Food's nice.
We went to someone's house afterwards. That was good food.
Nice French
like,
food.
It was like African food. I don't know. It was like It was like a satay sauce, some sort of African vermicelli. I don't know, some kind of pasta thing. Rice, chicken, beef, and lamb.
Sweet.
Fucking lovely.
Are you still eating lots of cows? Is that still happening?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying. I think I've gotten used to it now. I've gotten a good maintenance.
Yeah.
If I wanted to gain more weight, I'd probably have to take time off training. Or do something like just to eat more.
Just more calorie densities.
Yeah, all that, yeah. But then I get sick.
You get sick?
I just feel sick.
Oh, you feel sick?
All the time.
Are you still dessert every meal?
Yeah. Like if I'm eating, I'll have sweet food as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always a sweet food after training.
Yeah. But for example, now, ain't no time to eat. It's just pod, then straight to training.
Protein shake. Maybe another protein shake before you leave.
Another one?
Yeah, well,
that's crazy.
We'll see.
All right.
Training's been good. That's all good. Let's get some questions.
Let's get some questions, bro.
Time is of the essence again for the pod. Omoplata.
Fuck. All right.
Good to get it done, though.
Omoplata was the first question that I saw. So
our
boy, less impressed, more involved. Shout out, because he keeps shouting me out.
Shout out Shorthead Jake. Did he shout you out in the Omoplata video?
He shouted me out so much in his Omoplata video.
What's he saying?
I had no place there, but yeah, he shouted me out. He even shouted out how to spell my name. It was a whole meme. What a man. What a man. Anyway.
All right. So tell us about the Omoplata. What's going on?
Long story short, he's saying that the Omoplata is more risk than it's worth. But it can, like, as a move on its own, but to connect into other things, that's when it starts to have some use. That was the long and short of it, basically.
What's your take on that?
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't really go for it, but I can see that in terms of setups, like in no-gi, you can just stand up and people will fall off of it. Yeah. In the gi, you need like a collar to hold on. Like if you see Clark Gracie doing it, it's always off the collar. In no-gi, there's very few people that are actually effective with it. Like a couple 10th planet guys maybe that will get it and then like use a wrist lock or something to twist you, like Jeremiah Vance fella. Yeah, he does it. But other than that, if you don't see it happening much, then it's just a shit move. Yeah. But you can use it to get to legs.
What moves you been watching recently? What you've been seeing a lot of? What moves you've been seeing a lot of recently? There hasn't been a whole lot of matches recently, though.
I've just seen a lot of heel hooks recently.
Yeah.
People loving the heel hooks, yeah. They're like 50-50 stuff. That's always been happening, I guess. Yeah, that's it, really. There haven't been too many matches recently, have there? It's just been a lot of 50-50 entries and people trying to heel hook each other. And, yeah, that's it. I haven't watched too many competitions in the last couple of weeks since the Nicky Rod and Penna one. Haven't watched shit. I was watching a bit of the wrestling. The NCAA is on this, or was on this weekend. I don't know if it's still on, but it's on YouTube.
Freak athletes and that.
Yeah, freaks. Yeah, imagine when Jiu Jitsu gets on that level.
Freaks.
I'll quit. I'll quit.
You'll be gone by that.
I don't want that.
You'll be
Just taking it away. It's going way too hard.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna get hurt. You're just going. That's way too hard.
Wrestling's fucking intense though.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When they do it like that, plus they got shoes though, so maybe it looks way more intense because they have the drive from the shoes. But if you tried that shit in nogi, you just slip around.
You slip over. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see some really high level wrestlers without shoes on a sweaty mat.
Jason Dolph
On a sweaty mat.
What was it? B team? Was he fucking people up?
Yeah. But again, it wasn't like, maybe the mat was sweaty sometimes, but from what I saw, it was pretty dry mat.
Like the mat today at RGA, that was sweaty.
Sweaty.
Fuck.
Fists go flying.
Yep. Punch in the face.
Yeah. So they say there is proof, photographic evidence.
Next question.
Anyway, I apologized.
How could
taking tests negatively impact your BJJ?
Great question. So we back to the point I spoke about earlier when Nicky Ryan was talking about test on the Lex Friedman podcast.
Yeah.
His points were like, look, okay, so testosterone. The reason why you would take testosterone is if you've got like if you want to put on a stack of muscle very quickly and you're training weights, testosterone will help you do that. But you also need to be in a calorie deficit, making sure that you have a good lifting program. First and foremost, and then sleeping well, have all the other things in check, and then you'll be able to stack on muscle a lot easier. So if you're going to take tests, that's why you'll take it. Also, it's going to improve your recovery, so you could attend more jiu-jitsu classes or train more frequently jiu-jitsu, right? So if you're, and to Nicky Ryan's point, if you're a slow learner, or if you learn things really well, then more time on the mats means your jiu-jitsu is going to get significantly better, right? Because you're going to like be able to like take it in more, learn faster. It's accelerated learning essentially because you're recovering. Your recovery time speeds up.
Yeah.
So, but if you're not a good learner and you're taking tests and you're just getting super fucking strong, you'll be super fucking strong, but not that good at jiu-jitsu.
Could you actually get technically worse?
Technically worse.
Could you actually get technically worse from being an idiot and taking trend compared to tests?
Or trend.
Or trend.
Test was the question.
Yeah, test is the question. Yeah, but I'm lumping it all in.
Yeah, same. Any kind of gear.
Still a bit woozy.
Yeah. From the gear.
Yeah, from
the punch.
From the bang.
Could you get worse? I mean,
technically worse.
Maybe you're just relying on strength too much and you're not progressing your actual jiu-jitsu like conquest of like learning. Look, the most important thing is if you're doing jiu-jitsu, you need to be, I mean, you can answer this question as well. You need to be getting better, right? Working on different things.
I think you should be sparring people who are as strong as you.
Yes. But if you're on test, you're obviously going to be a lot stronger.
But yeah, find someone else on test.
Exactly. So you're going to be in the right environment. Yeah. The right environment, like the willingness to learn and actually improve, and also have the ability to pick things up quickly and learn and know how you learn at jiu-jitsu. That's how it would improve you.
But realistically, it couldn't be a negative, could it?
Here we go. So negatively, it's not good for you, right?
Well, health-wise, just
health-wise, jacking gear is like, it's not good for your health.
Yeah.
Like I watched Nicky Ryan versus who's that fight he had in ADCC and he goes back take in the last.
Renato Canuto.
Yeah, that was a good fight. Well, basically Nicky Ryan just got really tired, so maybe he stacked on too much muscle over a quick period of time, and he wasn't used to holding that much muscle mass, and that led him to get more tired than he thought he would. Or he could have been cutting weight to that.
He said his knee was injured and he had to like keep a lower posture or something and had to rely on hand fighting.
Okay. Well, that's going to just be exhausting anyway.
And he said he popped his knee and like his ACL fully tore in the week or 2 weeks before.
Fucking hell.
So yeah.
Well, there we go. It's not the juice, not a big stacked muscle. Yeah, I mean, look, it's
it's not looking good.
Yeah. How is it going to impact you negatively? I mean, it's just your health really. I'm not an expert on gear, but I don't think it's very good for your bone density. It's not good for your cholesterol.
We do get asked a lot of gear questions for.
I need to learn more about the gear.
Yeah, but, I mean, you're not a doctor. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
I don't even go to church.
No.
How would I know about gear?
Yeah.
All right then.
But could it negatively impact your BJJ? I mean, it's going to negatively impact your health for a short period of time or a long period of time if you keep abusing it. So there's the negative impacts. But in regards to doing BJJ, if you're stacking on piles of muscle very quickly, like that, your risk of injury just goes through the roof.
Yeah, okay, so that's a pretty good one.
That's a pretty big one.
Would it make your ligaments and tendons grow quicker?
No, growth hormone potentially will though. So you need to be on growth hormone.
But then you get cancer and die.
But then, then you risk. Then then you run.
Then you get cancer and die. Then so that's bad.
Oh, take that, cancer. then you're running an even bigger risk of, again, like your health, longevity of health. Yeah. So I think like for most people listening and watching this podcast, and a lot of people that I sign up on my online program is, if you're not recovering from training, have a look at your nutrition and hydration first, because chances are you're not eating properly, the right amount of protein, or hydrating yourself properly throughout the day, throughout sessions, before sessions, after sessions. Sort those things out first, and I guarantee your recovery will be better.
Hydration's hard.
Hydration's but you get on hydration.
It's fucking hard to drink enough water.
Yeah.
Like, because if you drink too much in one go, you just piss.
Yeah.
And if you just drink water all the time,
you need to do it though. You just fucking need to get. It's again like eating calories. Just get used to it.
It's hard. But it can't just be water. That's what I'm saying. Half of it has to be electrolytes.
Juice, flavored water. Juice. Will it negatively impact your BJJ? It can do. And your health.
Via your health, yeah.
Via your health, exactly.
Yeah. And then other ones such as trend could get you negatives and such in competition.
Exactly. Right. Next question. I'm going to close this window so you get next question.
Right. Best attack against a butterfly guard. So, I'm trying to think what I find. A half butterfly guard. Butter. So, what I find the most annoying against half butterfly guard, probably the hardest to deal with, is either someone who's just outside passing really aggressively, but then that's not really half butterfly. For half butterfly specifically, I would say it's someone who like switches really well between body lock, over back, and then the arm weave passing.
They've got the sequence.
Yeah, maybe not a sequence that uses all of them, but just using them at the right time and switching between them to make it pretty hard for me to get anything. Also, people who are just like very reactive and they just kind of wait for you and try and like bolo counters to the back. If they're actually good at the bolo counters and they're really strong and stuff, then that can work. I would say those are the hardest.
Gets more dangerous if they're good at the bolos.
Yeah, if they're good at timing it, like what's it called? Charles, for example.
Negromont.
Yeah, Charles Negromonte, very good at timing the bolos and stuff. So it's more difficult playing against him. Whereas like, and then you got like Max, for example, Bickerton, who'll pass on the knees, but he'll go in and out on body locks and he'll deny grips very well from a kneeling position. Then you've got Sylvie, for example, who will just stay off his knees at all times, so you can never really get the half butterfly going.
Right.
So yeah, there's a couple.
Sylvie's always standing, right?
Yeah, Sylvie's always on his feet. Yeah, which I would say is a good way to pass and tire people out on the bottom.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, those are my three. It's not really like a move, but it's strategies you can use. There you have it.
There we have it.
There you have it. Get on your feet, basically. Long story short.
There we go.
Recovering from spine surgery.
Shout out Christian Osbeck.
Yeah, Christian Osbeck recently hurt his spine and
he's got surgery.
He'll never be the same again.
So I had spine surgery, L4, L5 discectomy, nerve decompression,
vasectomy,
and the vasectomy in the same dose.
L4, L5.
I think I was 23 from just like basically bad coaching, CrossFit, had a bad bulging disc, saw a spine surgeon, and of course the spine surgeon's like, oh, we need to operate. But it got to a point where I couldn't like if I was sitting down, I couldn't move my right leg, essentially, like more than that, because the fucking sciatica was just blocked. It was pretty gnarly. Couldn't sit down. Weak, yeah. So anyway, saw a surgeon, and then he was like, yeah, we should operate on this. So I was like, oh, fuck.
Did you try resting?
No. I just kept
just get working until the very day.
Literally, I just kept lifting.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I should go away. Kept lifting. Which is obviously fucking stupid, but we live and learn. We learn all these lessons.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest thing from recovering from spine surgery I've learned is like understanding axle loading better, which you could have done without spine surgery. But understanding recovery, how to fix people's sore lower backs. Like if you do have a sore lower back, but just doing some basic core exercises throughout the day, some general stretching of the hips, glutes, hamstrings is going to make a big difference to your general lower back pains.
Can you undo the surgery?
No. Like
you said, they've fused some discs together, right?
No, they didn't fuse any discs.
Oh, okay.
I just put that phone on Silento.
Oh yeah. Notification.
Fucking hell! From the punching video.
Right, yeah.
Will it be back to normal? No, it will never be. It'll never go back to normal, because what happens now is that it's like fragile in that area because it's got half a disc. So if it takes too much
they
axle
shaved
loading, they shaved it. If it gets too much axle loading is basically whenever you're holding a heavy weight, it's like compression of the spine. So the bars on your back, or you're holding them in your hands, it's causing downward pressure and compression on the discs. If you only have half a disc, the joints, the facet joints that's around the discs will jam up and get tight, and that will cause stiffness and like a bit of nerve stiffness and a bit of nerve compression on the back. So it's got to be careful of.
Healthy.
So for me recently, just figuring out that I can just do jits 3 times a week. That's the threshold. 1 day rest in between, 2 to 3 weight sessions. That's good.
Is it improving?
It doesn't get worse. If I try and do 2 days of back-to-back BJJ with you guys, it'll be fucked.
It's weird.
It'll just jam up, and then I'll take more time off. So just go. Just knowing that. I would say the most important thing is knowing how much you can recover from. So understanding your maximal recoverable volume. Some of my friends actually had this. Some rugby guys. One of my mates got the same surgery, but he got on the 2 discs, one below, one above. Then obviously he retired from rugby. Like, he played a couple matches after that.
Did he get paralyzed or something?
Huh?
Was it someone else?
That was a different guy. Bro, it's one guy. So I know 4 people have had the surgery. One guy had the surgery on the NHS, and the doctor fucked it up, and he was paralyzed from the legs down. It's crazy.
I will try to kill the doctor.
It's insane.
Bro.
Justin Levy. He's a great guy. Does jiu-jitsu, purple belt. Nice, really nice guy. Same surgery as me.
What the fuck?
He was 6'4".
I will never go to the doctors again.
No, man.
I am never pulling guard again.
Fucked it up. So yeah, if you got back, even if you any kind of back pain, I would say just obviously get the back better first. Rest. Find the right person to work with. Find the right coach or physio. I would say strength training is a fundamental component of recovering your back, whether it's from surgery or if you do have a sore lower back. Get in touch with the right coach so that they can help you, because you're just going to need some gentle core exercises, and then reintroduction of the movements. Make sure you're doing the movements properly, and also have a clear plan of how much axle loading you can tolerate throughout the week, because that is really important if you have a busy jiu-jitsu schedule.
God damn. So what, did you feel a pop in your back when you were younger?
I think I was squatting heavy and I felt a pop, and I just ignored it. I was like, I'll be fine. And I just kept lifting, and my leg was like kind of like what Christian does now, like with his arm. I'll be like, it's fine. And then it just got worse and worse. I couldn't sit down for like more than 10 minutes.
Right, from squatting it?
From fucking squatting heavy
Splits
deadlifts.
or okay, from just a general.
Yeah. But even now, now I just use belt squats. I don't do any single leg stuff. I used to do walking lunges, pretty heavy Bulgarians. I don't even do that anymore because it's just axle loading doesn't like it. So
fuck.
But it's fine. You can train around it. Again, if you have a sore back, there's always stuff you can train around. So find the right coach, find the right program for you. Make sure you're doing strength training, because that's going to help you feel much better, especially strong legs. You need strong legs.
Yeah, strong legs
to support a strong back and core.
True that. Big ass.
Yep. And you can do all that without axle loading. If you have access to a belt squat, lying hamstring curls, like leg extensions, there's so much stuff you can do.
Pain is weakness leaving the body, bro.
Sweating.
Pain is weakness leaving the body. That's all you need to know about spine surgery.
We're going to get you going. Time is flying.
Oh shit. All right.
Yeah.
Sex and wanking before BJJ comp.
Bit of context.
Right. So I had a DM the other day.
I hope he's listening to this.
I hope he is, yeah. He's given us, he actually sent in a question. This is his question for the podcast as well. So,
he'll definitely be listening.
He sent in a question. I mean, it doesn't mean he'll actually listen, but he sent in the question anyway. So I got a panicked message at 1 a.m. on
1 a.m.
on Friday night. Hey, bro, just like to know your thoughts on sex/wanking. He used the word wanking as well, not masturbation. Wanking, yeah. So it's a familiar term to him anyway. He writes it a lot, so I can't write out the full masturbation. Before a BJJ comp, this might be better for the pod, but I thought I'd ask you now anyway, seeing as I've got a competition tomorrow. So if you don't want to answer, no worries. But if you can, just let me know ASAP, bro. ASAP.
He sat there. Fucking hell, answer.
Sweating. That crying face. Anyway, if you Google it, it says 12 hours.
Oh, wow.
If you nut and then within 12 hours you do a physical activity, you will be less strong or whatever. You'll have a less maximum output.
Wow, that's the science.
Yeah, 12 hours, bro. So
No nut.
there you have it.
Don't wank.
I didn't have to message anyone to find that out.
Google.
Just straight on Google. Yeah. Anyway,
ASAP is the
I hope I got back to him in time. I couldn't give him permission. None of us guys do it. Abstain, bro.
Abstain, bro.
God is watching.
Always
all the
watching.
time.
God's watching at all times.
Like Mike Wazowski.
Yeah.
Always watching.
Always watching.
So yeah.
Right. So 12 hours. That's
Apparently 12 hours. Yeah, I googled it.
That's what Huberman's saying as well.
I don't know about Huberman. I didn't
Right.
ask him.
Huberman.
12 hours, bro.
Shout Huberman. Bro.
Huge man.
All right. Well, there we go.
Yeah, that's the answer. Anyway, what a story. Maybe I'll archive it for everyone. How to get into pro BJJ. Well, how did I get into pro BJJ?
We've actually covered this. No, we
I thought so. Long story short, I went to uni and used my maintenance loans to train every day. I didn't attend any lectures. And yeah, I think 55k in debt from student loans, which I'm paying back, obviously.
Shout.
Yeah, shout out paying back stuff. But yeah, that was basically how I got into pro BJJ. That's how I started. And then in terms of actually making money from it, you just start off poor and find private lessons by going to open mats and
Fucking everyone up.
Yeah, go to open mats, start taking souls, taking names, and then get private lessons, and then try and get more and more competition wins, and then people invite you to teach classes, and you can up your rates, and then eventually you get a BJJ Fanatics, and then you can make money from that, and eventually, to be fair,
start a successful podcast.
You don't even a shit one. You don't even have to be good at jiu-jitsu to become a pro BJJ guy. You can just be a businessman and open a jiu-jitsu gym and hire someone to teach it. But yeah, if you want to be,
but the question
is how to become a competitor.
Pro BJJ, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So if it's competitor, then you just need to train all the time and have someone fund your lifestyle, or just be really broke and live on the mats. But if you want to actually make money from jiu-jitsu, it's not going to be from winning competitions for the most part. Like
instructional is the shit you do outside.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, training people. Instructors are the best, probably. Yeah, and like private lessons, I guess, as well. If you can get the right clients, you can charge the right price.
Yeah.
If you have a gym close to your
we
yard.
need to set up your Patreon, bro. You want to do a Patreon?
Yeah, we could do.
Yeah.
Could be another source.
It's easy to do.
But yeah, then I've run out of techniques. Could put rolls up instead.
Put commentary on the rolls.
Could put holes up.
Because otherwise we do it on YouTube. And you snippet it up, and you go, here's the full thing on Patreon.
Yeah.
That you have to do that, bro.
Let's see how much money we make from YouTube first.
£6,000 a day. Also, listen to the Mark McQueen podcast that we did. You can also listen to shout out Mark McQueen, how he went pro. He's pro BJJ. All he does is BJJ now, and coach.
Yeah, he coaches weights though online, right?
Exactly, but that's funding his pro BJJ lifestyle. Yeah. So like, if you for pro, like the answer is quite obvious for pro BJJ, like just win lots of tournaments.
Yeah.
But how do you fund that lifestyle?
Well, yeah, you just broke for a long time.
You need to coach online, figure something out. Like
you are going to be broke.
You'll be poor. Yeah. Like anything, you'll be poor at the start.
Yeah, because also like whatever belt you are, let's say you're a black belt, the going rate in London is like 65, 70 quid for an hour. Yep. If you're just like any random black belt, that's not enough, you know. And also, they're not going to hire you for all the classes all the time. You'll be, let's say you're like a gi coach. Yeah, it might be once a week. It might be like 3 times, 4, 5 times a week if you're lucky. But let's say 6 times a week, they're not paying you £70 a lesson. They're paying you like £50 a lesson or something. Yeah. So you have to, You
need the right client.
You need the right clients.
You need the right clients. You need the right clients.
100%.
And they're going to be older fellas as well.
Yeah, unfortunately. If you're like resourceful, you could probably think of other ways. I didn't think too hard. I just wanted to train. So yeah. If you're resourceful, I'm sure there's other ways to make money.
Yeah.
Do little Instagram reels and shit. All right. So should you focus on all your attention on one thing or more things? Well, I think it depends how on your game and how balanced it is. We kind of did this the last time. Like if you haven't done any leg locks and you've trained for 10 years,
this is
maybe don't spend 10 years training leg locks, but like spend a good while before you go back to anything else. So if you are seriously lacking in one area, or if like let's say some new move comes out and you've got no idea about it, you better spend some time doing it. And if you get to a certain level where you're getting diminishing marginal returns, then go back to just learning like multiple things at once, because it's probably hard to know exactly what is the most useful thing to work on at once. You're better off doing like 3 or 4 things, or like let's say I'm on my back, now I'm going to be working my shotgun arm bars and my arm drag from bottom, and then if I'm on top, I'm working my overback grip and my like reverse crossface. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Anyway, crossface with the hands locked on the wrong side. And yeah, that's it. And then if I'm in mount, you know, it's working certain sequences or just trying to sharpen things up like quite consciously and trying to wait for people to like recognize patterns where you lose the position and like why exactly you're losing it and like where exactly you're going wrong. Even if you've got fuck all to work on, you can just recognize bits where you lose positions and then go, okay, I need to work on that, and then find out what to do.
It's a learning process.
Yeah.
If you're on the gear, it happens a lot faster.
So it is.
It's all it is. But figuring out how you learn things too, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that's an important factor?
Yeah, how to learn. Well, yeah, if you're an adult, you should have learned stuff before. And like
how to run.
Yeah, you should know how to run at this age, right? If you're a child, like the younger you are, the more intuitive the learning has to be.
Yes,
it has to be game learning, and then as you get older, you can get into like actual details and try and consciously apply it whilst you're rolling. If you're just juiced out of your head and you're just going wild, you're probably not going to learn. You will get strong though,
and punch people in the face out of anger.
Sick. That'd be so. Maybe not even anger. Just out of. That's it. That's what I do.
That's just what he does.
That's what I do. Okay.
All right.
Good question.
Body types of bolo.
Yeah. So this question was sent in by Autism and Steroids. Shout out Autism and Steroids.
I know that Instagram crew.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Cool. So
that's the name of his profile.
Yeah. Autism and Steroids. So yeah. What do I think?
Can anyone bolo? Anyone can bolo.
Anyone bolo? I think anyone can bolo, you know. I would say that it's probably quite like the leg lock game in that there are benefits and negatives to both.
Yeah. Like
shorter legs, you can pummel your legs easier, and longer legs, you can like keep connection at longer ranges. So you don't have to be, maybe like it's easier to keep connection to your partner basically. But I think there are people who bolo successfully at all belt levels and sorry, not all belt levels, all sizes and body types. Yeah, except for fat people, obviously. Yeah, they can't invert. Yeah.
Well, there's a what's his name? Jay. A fella lives up north, trains with Livesey. Fuck, I forgot his name. Shout out Jay. He's short, big unit. Like, he used to be very fat, but now he's not so fat now. He does videos every Friday of him and his fat mate just doing bolos on each other. They hit him.
Really?
Yeah.
Send me that. Yeah, let's get it up. We can put it. We can edit it in afterwards.
Yeah, we never do that though, but we can.
Yeah, we don't do that. Well, just find out who Owen Livesey's fat mate is, and
yeah, Jay. Fuck, shout out Jay. I know his last name. I can't remember.
Big J.
It's not Big J, but he does grapple strong with Owen Livesey.
Okay, maybe I'll recognize him when I see him. What they do bolos, yeah? They invert in that. Let's just fucking get it up.
Let's get. What we need to do on the YouTube is also make little clips.
Yeah,
keep talking. So this is interesting, at least for the people watching.
Big J, yeah. Well,
Jay Bell. Here he is.
To be fair, if you're fat, you can't bring your knees to your chest properly.
Here he is.
It'll be blocked by.
We're gonna get this up.
Oh, he's not fat though. Come on.
But that guy is. Watch.
Okay. Yeah. To do it on a fat guy is fine. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, this is a forward roller. This isn't a bolo. This isn't a berimbolo, bro.
That was a bolo, no?
Nah, it's maybe
we'll get that up for the viewers.
It's kind of a bolo, but I'm talking about a traditional bolo. You start in like De La Hiva or R-guard, as it's more PC'ly known now, and you invert. You know, it's got to be a tight, but that was just a forward roll.
Right.
Like fat people can roll.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. But can they invert? Right. I didn't see an invert there, basically. I only saw a forward roll. Invert is from shoulder to shoulder.
In real-time sparring, that wouldn't work on high-level people. You just forward roll.
No, that was fine. It's just like an invert is from shoulder to shoulder. He rolled from shoulder to hip.
Right.
So it's not that he's like crunching himself up in a ball here forwards. It's that he's just rolling over.
Mechanically, it's impossible for fat people to do it.
No, but they'd have to have good balance and probably good neck flexibility.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, they'd have to like stuff their knees into their fat. Yeah.
Into their what?
Into their fat.
Fat.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with being fat. You just can't bolo. You'll die earlier.
There it is.
All right.
Speaking of, I saw Whale. Have you seen Whale?
No, what's that?
It's a film. Won 2 Oscars. Brendan Fraser.
No, I haven't seen it. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, you should watch it. Mags will like it.
Who?
your missus.
Oh yeah,
She'll like it. The missus,
Why?
fucking missus. It's just a good film. You should watch it. The Whale. Anyway.
Does it have snakes in it? She doesn't like snakes. Right.
No snakes.
Framing versus north-south. I picked this because it's a good question, actually. So, and I've been doing it, thinking about it myself. Like, often I think in north-south, you don't want to frame with too much, basically. Like, if you can, you want like a minimal exposure of limbs. Like, especially since watching Cade armbar Lachlan at ADCC, I've been very careful about like sticking my arms up, because you can like frame on someone's armpits for a long time, let's say, and it will make them like push down into you. So you're getting tired. They're not really getting tired, but they're giving you their weight. So when you move one of your arms, maybe you can like, you know, get an arm, get one of their, they'll fall on you sort of thing. You'll get an arm or you get a leg. But now I'm thinking like, if you just leave your arms out there, they're going to like either knee cut across your elbows or just like jump on a flying armbar. So now I'm trying to do like minimal frames possible and like use the correct frames at the correct range. So let's say someone's at like really far away, you can't reach them with your hands, you're just not touching them. And if you can reach them with your hands, let's say, or like you either reach for their feet, or if you can't reach their feet, you're just like prodding the shoulders. And then if you can get the elbows, then you grab the elbows. But yeah, don't try and scoop anything, or don't try and like overextend from bottom north south. That's what I found. Also got to be careful like where you put your head. You can't like, if people like grab the back of your head, sometimes they can just lift you up if you're curled up in a ball.
Yep.
And yeah, take you back. So
head stays glued to the floor.
Yeah, I think if you want to summarize it, it's like minimal frames in north south, because like you actually want to pull people in, right, rather than just let them circle around you. You want to, so the more pushing grips you have, the fewer limbs you'll have used for to actually pull people in. And I'd say like when you're playing north south, the biggest risk is that people just like rip out, basically, because you can't connect your legs to them that easily. So you have to be like, you have to let people get in pretty deep before you go to a counter. Yeah,
right.
That's my 2 cents.
There we go.
That's 9 questions, rapid fire.
Let's leave it there. Are you here Sunday?
Yeah,
we'll podcast again.
Yeah, it depends. I have a seminar Saturday or Sunday. Nottingham. Shout out Carlos Gomez.
He's one of my online PTs as well.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's on it.
Well, hopefully he watches this.
He does.
He does.
I think he does. Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out Carlos.
Hello.
We'll pick it up again on Sunday,
mate.
Guys, remember, have you support the podcast? Guys, subscribe to the podcast, YouTube. Keep the YouTube running. Just subscribe. Check out Owen's
Instructional,
BJJ Fanatics. Check out my strength programs. It's all good stuff.
Check out Roger Gracie Academy.
Shout out Roger Gracie
Academy. Yeah,
we train there 3 times
Big
a week.
fan.
Great to see you.